Welcome to our weekly basketball head coaches show with women's basketball coach Iris Dixon. I'm Harry Schrader, and you guys won 3 straight games. A big win on the road at Harris Stowe. Not easy to win on the road. Tell us a little bit about that game.
It was great. Great performance by the girls last week, and putting 3 games together on the road at Hannibal, then at home, and then of course at Harris Stowe, which definitely was a tough matchup. They've been playing well, and we were able to go in there and get the win.
You guys are down 4 at half. What changed in the second half?
We woke up. We've been playing well prior to the half. We were down, and we just made a few minor adjustments in terms of expectations defensively, and really just digging down and getting after it.
With the rule changes this year, not just the way we defend, but the women going to quarters. Talk about how that maybe is. What kind of adjustment, if at all, have you had to make coaching wise?
Actually, it's a little bit easier for me. 10-minute quarters. We are able to get a little bit more of a break in between without having to use all of the timeouts and things like that. So it's been a little bit easier for me personally. I think the girls have adjusted well to it as well. And, they, like I said, they know now, okay, we can go out, we can play for, 5 minutes, or we get a break, or we play for 10 minutes, and now it's not a whole 20-minute span. So I think the breakup of it gives them a little bit more of at ease in terms of mindset and mentally going into the game and thinking, I got a 20-minute half versus I got a 10-minute quarter.
We talked about you being down at the half. 4 points isn't a big deal, but you shoot 52% in the second half. You said, well, we woke up. Was some of that better shot selection in the second half, or just better execution?
I think we really got to the point we realized that we were competing with them. Not saying that we didn't expect that. But I think they really, in a sense, woke up in terms of their confidence and knowing better shot selections. I always tell them that everything that you do, there is a purpose for it. There needs to be an intent. What is the intent of your screens? What is the intent of a box out? Things like that. So everything has to have a purpose. And so going out into the second half, we get a screen for a good shot. We got to have a good pass, to knock down that shot. So I think more so the confidence of the girls in going in, better shot selection, better decision making, and really just the drive to go out there and win.
Jerica Hawkins gets 18 points, but foul trouble, so you missed her a little bit. Angela Talley steps right in, and the little bit I've been able to see her, she seems like that perfect replacement.
Oh,
in those situations.
And that's been great. Again, she's a senior, and I know what she was capable of doing, and I'm proud that she's actually stepping into that role and filling that gap. So it's not when Jerica comes out or gets into foul trouble, there's not a decline in level of play.
Yeah, she gets 12 points and 4 rebounds, plays 31 minutes. I mean, that was a big deal for her.
Yeah, and she's been struggling a little bit with some nagging injuries with her legs. That's been an issue with her for the past 3 years, but she fought through it, and like I said, she stepped up big for us.
This weekend, Thursday, Saturday, you've got 2 tough road games. You're at Williams Baptist and then Freed-Hardeman, and both those teams are tough at home and just good basketball teams. Talk a little bit about Williams Baptist first.
Every year it's always a long trip down to Williams Baptist, and I don't know what it is. It's just seems like it takes forever to get down there, and we don't wake up until usually the second half. But we've been practicing, and we've been stressing that we're on the road again, and we're at Williams Baptist, and it is a pivotal game for us. Definitely one that we need to win, and we can win. We just got to go down there and take care of business.
They're 5-2 at home. You guys, with your 3-game win streak, now you're 5-5 in the league, and so you're right now qualifying for the playoffs and those kinds of things. So every game is so important. But how different is it? Like you mentioned, the long trip to Williams Baptist. How tough is it to go down there and play?
Well, this week we've kind of made some adjustments in terms of our practice time, which is early morning, 6 a.m. So we're adjusting to that. So that may play a factor in it, So we'll see. But I think with last week's 3-game win streak, the girls are really, really seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and really striving to achieve goals that they set, in terms of being in the top 8 in the conference, and and with the hopes of getting to the national championship. So, road trip. Thank goodness we have the bus. They can get a little nap in. But then, it's game time once we get there.
And then Freed-Hardeman on Saturday, they're nationally ranked 13th in the nation. And again, you're on the road with a team that they're 5-3 at home, but nationally ranked, a tough chore for your ladies.
Yeah, we've competed against some tough teams, and Freed-Hardeman will not be any different. We're going to go in with the same mindset that we have to compete. We're on the road, at their place against a very good team, and our goal is to go in and compete, and hopefully get that win.
I was thinking about Williams Baptist. They have 6 ladies that average 8.5 points or more. I mean, they're very deep. How do you guys combat that?
We just got to combat it defensively. We got to play well against them. They rebound the ball well. We need to make sure that we're boxing out, not giving them second chance opportunities, and really look to run, which is what we like to do. But mainly, it's going to be our defense that's going to help us in this game.
Is it difficult for a team? On one game when you're playing Williams Baptist, they don't shoot a lot of threes, and you go to Freed-Hardeman and they shoot threes as soon as they walk in the gym. Is it difficult to play 2 different kinds of styles back to back like that?
Not difficult, because we've done it. We had it with Columbia, and where they just shot lights out, and so it's just a matter of our mental mindset and knowing that it's not a matter of can we do it, we have to do it. And we prepare for those things. Hey, we got to play this way or that way. We got this team tonight, we got a completely different team on the next night. So we do try to compare for that, and it's more so a mental mindset with the girls going into those games and making those adjustments. But I'm confident that we do try to do that fairly well.
Game plans change at all when you're on the road? Like I noticed that Harris Stowe, you guys only shot 4 threes the whole game, only attempted 4 threes the whole game. Do things get a little bit more conservative on the road, or that's just the way it turned out?
I guess it's just the way it turned out. We knew that they were capable of shooting threes. We adjusted our defense. We reviewed game film, scouting report, and so I think the girls were just really ready to play, and I think everything that they threw at us, we were ready to combat it and adjust to it.
Williams Baptist on Thursday, Freed-Hardeman on Saturday, a big weekend for the Spartan women basketball team here at Missouri Baptist. You've been watching our Coaches Show. Head coach Iris Dixon. I'm Harry Schrader. You've been watching it on the Spartan Digital Network.